Students, welcome to our online classes. We had started chapter 3 from civics, the parliamentary system of government. This is part 2 from the same chapter. In the previous video, we discussed about the parliamentary form of government, composition of legislature, Lok Sabha. In this video, we will discuss about the Rajya Sabha, functions of parliament and the different types of bills. Let's start today's topic. Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha is the upper house of parliament and Rajya Sabha is also known as Council of States. The state participate in the legislative functions at the center through this house. The maximum strength of Rajya Sabha is 250 members. Among 250 members, 238 members are elected and 12 members are nominated by President from among all well-known personality who have stood out in their respective fields: social service, literature, journalism, science and arts. And rest of 238 representatives of the state and union territories are elected. At present, the Rajya Sabha has 245 members, 233 are elected members and 12 are nominated members. The number of representatives from each state of India in the Rajya Sabha varies on the basis of their population. And the member of Rajya Sabha are elected by the elected members of State Legislative Assembly. Eligibility to become a member of Rajya Sabha, the person should be an Indian citizen aged 30 or above. The candidate should be mentally sound. The candidate should not be bankrupt and have no criminal procedure against him. And candidate should not hold any salaried government job. So for the member of Lok Sabha, the candidate should be at least 25 years of age. The minimum is 25. Or for Rajya Sabha, the minimum age is 30. So this is all about Rajya Sabha. Let's discuss the difference between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is also known as the House of People and Rajya Sabha is called as Council of State. Lok Sabha is the lower house of Indian Parliament and the members of Lok Sabha are directly elected by the people. And Rajya Sabha is the upper house of Parliament and the members of Rajya Sabha are indirectly elected by the elected representatives of Assembly of States and Union Territories. So, the members of Lok Sabha are elected on the basis of universal adult franchise and the members of Rajya Sabha are elected through proportional representation. Lok Sabha is known as House of People, Rajya Sabha is known as Council of State, Lok Sabha is lower house and the members are directly elected by people. Rajya Sabha is the upper house and the members are indirectly elected by elected representatives. The members of Lok Sabha are elected on the basis of universal adult franchise and the member of Rajya Sabha are elected through proportional representation. So this is all about the composition of legislature. Legislature is composed of Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Our next topic is the functions of parliament. The parliament plays many significant roles in our country. The selection of executive. To select the executive government from among themselves is an important function of the members of Lok Sabha, and the executive group of persons who work together to implement laws. Executive, there are three organs of government: legislature, executive, and judiciary. Legislature is responsible for making of law, executive is responsible for implementation of laws, and judiciary is responsible for checking whether laws are followed or not. So the executive is a group of persons who work together to implement laws made by the parliament. The Lok Sabha election show total number of MPs, which is also known as member of parliament, belonging to each political party. Next one is control and guide the government. The parliament exercises control over ministers and their work through various means such as questions. The parliament, while in session, begins with the question hour, and the member of parliament can ask questions from any minister about his department. So, through these questions, the members keep check on the functioning of various departments. Next one is control over government finance. The parliament control the income and expenditure of the government, and the government receives money through various taxes, and government spend this money on the various welfare programs for the people. So government receive money from taxes and it spend his money on the various welfare programs. Next one is supply of information to the people and government. So, through questions, MPs, members of state legislature, provide information to the people about the working of the government. The government also knows the opinion of the people through their representatives in the parliament. The government get valuable feedback through members of parliament. So, क्वेश्चंस पूछ पार्लियामेंट में क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं, उस क्वेश्चंस के थ्रू गवर्नमेंट आंसरेबल होती है किसको? फॉर द कॉमन पीपल, और वो इंफॉर्मेशन प्रोवाइड करती है कि फीडबैक वैल्यूएबल मतलब फीडबैक प्रोवाइड करती है कि हर डिपार्टमेंट में क्या वर्क हो रहा है. Removal of high officials. The Parliament can impeach and remove the President of India and the Vice President of India. It also recommends the removal of judges of Supreme Courts and High Courts. Amend the Constitution. The Parliament can amend the Constitution of India. Generally, an amendment to the Constitution requires a two-third majority of the House of Parliament. Amendment Constitution, जब हम Constitution की किसी भी law में कुछ और changes कर दे, that is known as amendment. So, Parliament can amend the Constitution of India. Passing of bills in the Parliament. The making law is the most important function of legislature, and it is done by passing a bill. Now, what is bill? A bill is a draft of proposed law. बिल क्या होता है? एक ड्राफ्ट लॉ होता है. जब हम किसी लॉ को, एक ड्राफ्ट होता है जब हम किसी लॉ को बनाने जा रहे थे. फॉर एग्जांपल, हमने एक लॉ बनाया कि हर स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाई के लिए लैपटॉप मिलने चाहिए डिजिटल स्टडी के लिए. तो इसमें क्या है, इस प्रपोज़ल को जब हम पार्लियामेंट में देंगे, इस प्रपोज़ल को रखेंगे, तो वो क्या कहलाएगा? बिल. और जब वो मेजॉरिटी के थ्रू अप्रूव हो जाएगा तो वो किस में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा? लॉ में. सो द बिल्स कैन बी ब्रॉडली डिवाइडेड इनटू टू टाइप्स, मनी बिल एंड ऑर्डिनरी बिल. So what is money bill and what is ordinary bill? Ordinary bill can be introduced in either house of parliament, whether in Lok Sabha or in Rajya Sabha. Once the bill is passed in one house, after their reading, it goes to the another house. If the second house want to change the bill, it may be sent to the house where it originated. Except for the money bill, all the bills come under this category, ordinary bill. So this is all about ordinary bill. Now money bill. Money bill is introduced only in Lok Sabha and only by ruling party. Lok Sabha is more powerful on the issue of money bill. The Speaker of Lok Sabha has to certify it as a money bill. After 3 readings in Lok Sabha, the bill is sent to the Rajya Sabha and the Rajya Sabha can only make the suggestions. And money bill is related to the finances of the country. So this is all about money bill and ordinary bill. Now, what are the three lists? Division of power in three lists. India has a federal form of government, which means government is run at the center and state level. The center has more power to make law in comparison to states. All subjects on which law can be made are divided into three lists. हम किस किस सब्जेक्ट पे लॉ बना सकते हैं, दैट्स वाई हमने इनको डिवाइड कर दिया थ्री लिस्ट में, यूनियन लिस्ट, स्टेट लिस्ट एंड कॉन्करेंट लिस्ट. सो यूनियन लिस्ट, द यूनियन लिस्ट इज द लॉन्गेस्ट ऑफ द थ्री लिस्ट. It comprises 97 subjects which are of national concern. For example, defense, currency, railway, communication, banking, external affairs, post and telegraphs. And only union government can make laws. Next one is state list. State list includes the subject on which each state legislature can legislate and such laws operate within the territory of each state. Basically, it is related with the issues of state concern. There are 66 subjects in which it includes agriculture, education, health, irrigation. And the state have exclusive right to make laws on the subject of state list. Only state government can make laws on the subjects of state list. Next one is concurrent list. The parliament as well as the state legislature has the power to legislate over the subject listed in concurrent list. Basically, it consists of issues common both in central level or state level. For example, marriage, divorce, education, electricity, newspaper, trade unions are covered under this list. The actual length of the concurrent list is 52, as 5 more entries were inserted by 42 constitutional amendment. So both the government can make laws on concurrent list. So the Indian government has divided its power in three lists: union list, state list and concurrent list. Union list comprises 97 subjects, state list comprises 66 subjects and concurrent list comprises 52 subjects. So this is all about today's topic and this chapter is completed now. The key terms of this chapter are: parliamentary form, the form of government which is answerable to the parliament or the union legislature. Money bill, any legislation relating finance of the nation. Amendment, proposed changes to the constitution. This is all about this chapter. Thank you, students.